Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another tumbler tutorial. In this video, we are going to do a full water slide wrap on a tumbler. We are going pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I'm also working in the monthly theme / challenge for my elite mentorship group. The challenge this month is plaid, so we are going to do a plaid tumbler. Now, this does not meet the challenge requirements, but I wanted to do it anyway. I thought this digital paper was so super cute. So we're going to do that. We're going to do some glitter, of course, and a really cute kind of positive, happy quote on the tumbler. So I really hope that you enjoy the video. If you would like to join my mentorship group, the link to sign up is down below. I am doing membership through my website now. I'm no longer working with Patreon, so you can sign up at any time, any day during the month. And the day you sign up will be the day that you are billed again. So if you sign up today, you won't be billed until a month from now. So if you want to sign up, the link's down below. I would love to have you as part of the fam. Okay, I think that's it. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's go. We are going to be using a 20-ounce stubby tumbler from Craft Haven. I'm going to sand it really lightly and then get ready to paint it. I'm using Rustoleum flat white spray paint, and then once that's dry, I'm going to go right into epoxy. So I've got about 20-ish milliliters of KS resin, liquidy split Ultra UV epoxy in my cup, and I added a small little spoonful of cultured pearl from Simply Sarah to just give this like a little bit of a sheen. You end up not seeing it because I decided to go with a white water slide instead of a clear, but my initial plan was to clear, so I wanted that to shine through. But if you're going to use white backed water slide like I did, you can just totally skip that step. So once I've got my pattern printed out here, I got this super cute pink plaid from Creative Fabrica. I'm going to spray it with 3 coats of matte clear spray from Rustoleum. You can use gloss, whatever you want. Just make sure that if you're using Rustoleum, you're using the 2 tones and not the enamel, because the enamel will mess up your water slide. So once that's sealed, I wait about 20 minutes in between coats. Like I said, I did 3 coats. I'm going to take my cup and I'm going to put a piece of blue painter's tape on my cup, and this is going to help me get the right measurement for the height of my cup. This is kind of a weird way to do it. You could obviously just measure, but I wanted to use the piece of tape just to show you a little bit of a different way. So I put the piece of tape on my cup and then I trimmed it down, and now I'm going to remove that piece of tape and put it on the back side of my water slide so that I can use it as a guide to mark off exactly how much of the water slide I want to trim down. Once I've got my water slide all trimmed up, I'm going to dunk it in my little shoebox of water here. This is like lukewarm water on the warmer side, but you don't want it to be too hot. You also don't want to use ice cold water. I'm going to use this silicone makeup brush to help me smooth the water slide onto my tumbler, and I'm also going to use wet paper towels. And you want to make sure, I say this every time I do water slide in a video, but you want to make sure that you keep your cup as wet as possible, because that's going to really help you move the water slide around, reposition it, make sure that you get it exactly where you want it. And we're going to do a full wrap on this tumbler, so it's important to really take your time, go slowly, and make sure that you get this on right. So patience is really important here. Just make sure you take your time and do your best. So what I'm going to do, once the water slide is sliding off the backing easily, we know it's ready to go. And now, since I'm using a white backed water slide, I can't do the little like reverse trick, but that is a great option. It's a little bit easier to do it that way. So if you're using a clear water slide, you can do all of the same steps that we've done, but then when you go to apply the water slide, you can apply it face down and then kind of slide the backing off that way. It's a little bit easier, but with a white water slide, you can't do that. So I'm going to start by pulling a little bit of the backing away, And then smoothing that little sliver of Waterslide to my cup using my silicone brush and my wet paper towel. And then I'm going to just kind of do that same exact process as I work the Waterslide around the cup. Like I said, keeping your surface as wet as possible will really help you with this process. And like I said a million times, just take it really slow. So I'm pulling back a little bit of the backing and then smoothing with a paper towel again, and then smoothing a little bit more of the backing away. The goal here is to keep the backing on your Waterslide for as long as possible. You don't want to like remove the entire sheet of backing and then try to work with just your Waterslide by itself, if that makes sense. That'll make things a whole lot more difficult. So I'm just going to continue that process until I reach the seam, and then I'm going to try to make sure that my seams meet up as good as I can get them to. We're going to put a decal over the seam area so you're not really going to see it, and we're also going to glitter the top and bottom rim of the cup, so you don't have to worry too much about those areas with your Waterslide for this particular design. I'm going to let my Waterslide sit and dry overnight, and once it's dry it should look like this. And then I'm going to go in with a very thin coat of epoxy just so we can seal the Waterslide in and move on to our next step. So this coat is maybe about, I want to say like 10 milliliters, and I'm still using the KS Resin Liquidy Split here. So once that's dry, I wait about maybe 4 hours. The Liquidy Split dries really fast. I just want to make sure it's totally dry before I go in and add my glitter glue. So I'm going to use the Crystallat glitter glue as the adhesive for my glitter, and I'm going to brush it all over my tumbler. Now we're only going to glitter, like I said, the top and bottom rim, but I want to put the glitter glue all over so that we don't see any like breaks in the glue once we add epoxy, if that makes sense. I just want to keep the entire surface the same. So once I've got that glitter glue on my tumbler, I'm going to go in with this glitter mix that I made. It is from Peachy Olive Glitters. I'll have a list of all the glitters I used in the description box, and I just wanted to make kind of like a really like ethereal kind of pink color, very light baby pink. Yeah, but you can use any glitters you have in your collection, obviously. So once that is dry, you let the glitter glue dry for at least 2 hours. I'm not going to seal my glitter, and typically I would, but for this design, I don't really mind if some of that glitter travels into the middle of the cup. Because it's such light coverage, it's not really going to cover up that plaid. It's just going to add a little bit of extra sparkle like you can see there. So now I'm going to find the place where my seam is on my tumbler, and that's where I'm going to put my decal. I'm going to do a double offset decal here. So the bottom layer is a soft pink vinyl from Oracal, and then the middle layer is holographic rose gold from Tech Wrap Craft, and then the top layer we're just going to use regular white vinyl. This one has a transparent backing. I got it on Amazon. All three of the vinyl types and styles are listed down below in the description box. This decal is from the Lettered by Stephanie SVG Club. This file came in January. I talk about this, I feel like, all the time, but I love this SVG Club. It is so worth it. You get so many files every single month. They're brand new, they're exclusive to the group, and Stephanie is amazing. So if you want to support her, join the SVG Club. I have a link down below in the description box for you. I really love it. It's such a great value. So this one says, do what makes your soul shine. And I really like these positive quotes. You guys know me. So I put the soft pink down first, then I layered the holographic rose gold right on top of it. Are you guys proud that I did that all in one piece? I didn't cut it up into little pieces. I wanted to try it and see if I could do it. So that was exciting. Okay, so now we've got our top layer. This is our white vinyl, and like I said, this has a transparent backing, so it's really helpful for making sure that you can line your decal up perfectly right over that offset. The only problem is you have to remove the backing before you kind of go in and then replace the backing to make sure that it comes off easily, especially with these more intricate decals. It doesn't always come off the backing super easily, so just keep that in mind as you're doing this. You can see I had to kind of work with it here, like finagle it to get it to come off, but once it's stuck to the transfer tape, you can just slide it right on, as you can see there. This was so satisfying to do, to see it all come off. So there were a few pieces that didn't come off the backing. I'm just going to place those on individually, and then I will seal this with a coat of the glitter glue again to make sure we don't have any lifting in our vinyl. Let that sit and dry for at least 2 hours, and then we'll go in with our final 2 coats of epoxy. I use the KS Resin Liquid Art Ultra UV Epoxy, which is their regular setting epoxy, for my final coats, and once those were all cured, this cup is all finished. So here is the final result. I really love how it turned out, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, love you. Bye.